So about a week ago I did a video on the small rig. It's an aluminum cage for the GoPro Hero 8. And before I bought that though, I bought another small cage from a company called ULANZI with some other accessories. And initially that's what I wanted for my GoPro Hero 8. The problem is they're out of China with the whole thing with the coronavirus right now. It's hard to get stuff from certain manufacturers. So when I placed my order with their company, I got an order acknowledgement that they received my order, but that was it. I didn't get any shipping information. I wasn't getting anything. So I went to their Facebook page. There was a way to message them. I was messaging them on Facebook. They weren't answering. I was sending them emails. They weren't answering. Then lo and behold, I looked at their Facebook reviews, and there was a lot of people that had stated that they weren't getting what they had placed their orders for. It had been months, and they hadn't gotten what they had ordered. So I was concerned with that as well. But I did want something for my GoPro Hero 8 for vlogging purposes. So that's this one here that I picked up from Small Rig. I've got a video on this that I'll link below, but this is nice. Has a lot of features, and again, you can see that in the other video that I did. But I'd actually opened up a dispute with PayPal, and just telling PayPal I hadn't received my order from this company, and I was concerned about it, and it gives them the opportunity, the seller, to respond and state that what they've done or not done. So more time went by and I still didn't hear anything, and it was getting to the deadline where I could actually file a claim with PayPal to get my money back. And I went ahead and waited till the last day was the 10th of March. Today's the 14th. The last day was the 10th, so I went ahead and filed the claim. And the day that I filed the claim, then someone from ULANZI responded to that PayPal claim with a tracking number. So for me, it's a little bit weird that I had to go all the way to that point to get a response from someone. So I did get a response on Facebook Messenger once. A gentleman named William had said, give me the order number, we'll look it up, and I'll give you some more information. So I gave him the order number, and he never responded to that either. So, but I did get a tracking number, and my stuff did come in the mail today. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I got. This device, if I look at it online, I don't think, I paid 90 bucks for the device, but it was more, I got more than just the rig. So if I go to the GoPro Hero 8 and Max on ULANZI's website, if you look at the metal cage, so it's called the ULANZI G8-5 vlog metal cage for the GoPro 8. So the cage itself is only $30. But I opted to get their mini extension pole tripod, which is for the GoPro. I've already got one, but I just opted to get their kit. It did come with this kit came with the ULANZI Select. It's a 2000 mAh BL49 mini LED video light. That was part of the kit. This was the mini extension pole, and this is kind of how the packaging came. Now this is crushed pretty nicely. The only thing that seems like it's in a decent box is the actual ULANZI cage itself. So that seems like it's still fairly decent. And then the last thing was this universal microphone. And again, you can see this is, I haven't even opened this up yet. This is just out of the packaging that they put everything in. It's a very soft envelope type thing. It wasn't a box. So, and this is how this arrived. Doesn't look like anything's damaged based on what I can see, but we'll get into it here and take a look at everything and put it together and see how it looks. So hang in there, and let's dig into this. So this is the first item that I've opened up. It's the ULANZI MT-09 mini extension pole tripod. So there's a little extension feature, and then again it's a tripod setup. It comes with the finger nut to hold your GoPro camera on there, or the cage itself. So that was item number one. This is the ULANZI Select. It's a 200 mAh VL49 mini LED video light. It says mini, but it's a little bit bigger than what I was actually thinking it would be. So a little paperwork. Open this guy up. Probably needs to be charged out of the box. It's hard to see. Is that supposed to be on there? I guess so. So on-off is a little switch. It does got some juice in it. It shows the battery. That must be battery life though, with the red light. Yeah. So charging port. Some other settings. I'll have to do something else at some point, but that's comes with the cold shoe mount there. So, and then it actually has mounts on the side, so you can put this on your rig and then attach another. It actually has 3 cold shoes, and then this one to mount to your rig. So it's pretty nice. Cable to charge it. The next item, excuse me, was the microphone. So this box was kind of beat up, but let's get it and see what's in here. Boya BYMM1. So it looks like, I don't know if that's the mic or not there, is it? What if you don't want that dead cat on there? Does that come off? I'm gonna find out. Yeah, it does. So there's the microphone. They just had it in this windsock, which is fairly substantial, but that's the microphone there. This is the mount with this little cold shoe attachment there. And then what else is in the box? They give you a little pouch for putting it into, and then some connectors to connect it to your device. So that's that. The last item in that deal of theirs is this one here, which is the cage. So it looks like they give you a couple stickers, little finger mount, Allen's, and the cage itself. So this cage feels a little bit heavier than the small rig. I like this one better though because it has the battery mount underneath on the bottom as compared to having it off to the side. So this is kind of nice, and then the hookup's right there. So it does have the 52 millimeter ring for ND filters, polarized filters. Has this little box up here. This probably, I think this comes off. It just slides off the cold shoe. And all this is an extender The reason you may want to use this is if you're going to use that microphone with that windsock, putting this on first, and then if you were to put this on here, what it does is it just gives it some height. This is up there again. So what it does is it gives it some height, so that way the sock doesn't get in the way of your lens that way. So that's what that's for. You don't need to use that piece if you don't want to. So that comes off. This bottom piece actually comes off, so if you're not going to use the battery, not the battery, but the USB to 3.5 microphone adapter, you can use an Allen and take this off. What's nice is it gives you the finger mounts. So this is for, so it'll attach to your tripod. So this will obviously go down here with the provided screws, and that way you can get it onto your tripod attachment. As far as opening up the device, I think it's pretty straightforward. I know this one is actually just a slide up. So it has a little ball bearing up there, which is kind of cool. It kind of locks it in place. The bottom one, though, I thought it was just the one that popped up. I am mistaken. No, and that's right. You don't get any form of instructions on the cage. That's for the microphone. So as far as that side compartment goes, maybe it slides. It does. It slides down. So same mechanism. Has a little ball bearing in there. It has these little slides that go inside these channels on the sides. So that way you can get your camera in. So my GoPro Hero 8. Obviously you got to take off your side compartment. Put this in there. It's actually a very snug fit. Very snug fit, which is good. This little piece is going to slide back down over the locks into place. You have access for your battery, USB-C micro SD card on the side. If we were to put a battery in, so we have the battery in place, micro SD is already in. I don't want that, but I do want this back on. So if I slide this into place, so now I have access to the Usbc port, which is for the 3.5 to USB. So this slides in the bottom, but there's a set screw right there. So it's kind of loose, so you just tighten up that little set screw to kind of snug it up so it stays in, and then this just plugs in right there. So for me, that's much cleaner than what I had with the small rig that, you know, had the battery out over here, and you know, so and then from there, if I was to use, say, the I've got the Rode wireless microphone here, so this is would go right there. That's a good little fit. And then you would take your connection from here to there. So again, that's just much nicer, much cleaner. Disconnect that. Get off the microphone. Take this out. This as well has the ring, the 52mm ring for ND filters or polarized filters if you want to put that over your lens, give it a little additional protection. This is open on this side so you can access the buttons accessible at the top. So this has two cold shoes, one here and one here. So if you were to use this microphone on that top cold shoe, and then say you wanted more lighting, you could open this guy up here. Let's see. There we go. Slide this into place. Tighten this up. There you go. So now you've got your light. You've got your wireless mic. So that's quite the setup. It's actually really cool. So very well made too. So really happy with this this setup. So I'm glad it finally came. And I do understand the circumstances with what's happening with the coronavirus and their abilities to, you know, fulfill the orders and whatnot. So luckily my claim did not go through. ULANZI did get their $90. I did get my product, and other than just some issues with packaging, everything looks pretty good. I do like this a lot. There's 3 screws on here, so if you want this ring off, if you're not going to use it, you can take those 3 screws out and take that ring off. They also have an opening here. That was one thing on this one that's different than the small rig, is on the GoPro Hero 8, your microphone is right here, right below the lens, where on the small rig, when it's in there, it's still kind of obstructed, you know, so the microphone, there's still an opening here, but I mean, reality is if you're not using an external microphone, you really want that to be opened up to the microphone. So ULANZI kind of beats them out in that, where this one doesn't have a little opening there at all. And again, this 3.5 to USB goes here as compared to, you know, sticking it off to the side. I really didn't like the way this looked when it was there. It was just kind of hokey. So that's it. I'll put links in the description below to all of the, or at least to the packaged item that I purchased, and if you want to pick it up, I would recommend doing so. It's actually a really nice setup. That's really nice. Adds a little bit of weight to it, you know, but it gives it the extra protection. It gives you the opportunity to have this mount for your microphone set up, and then the cold shoes for additional mounting things. So really cool. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.